Anime Realms has come out, and unfortunately, it's exactly what I expected it to be. If you don't know, Anime Realms is an anime adventures copy game that released a couple days ago, and it's had a rocky start, but that's really not what I want to talk about today. Yes, there may have been some delays with the game because of the DMCA issue, which I'm just not going to talk about here. And there was also the thing where early access really didn't mean shit. I mean, the early access people got around, an hour to play before it was publicly released, so early access really didn't mean nothing. But all faults within the game before release really don't matter when I make this argument, because it honestly doesn't impact the overall situation. The Anime Realms release was something I had talked about with friends a couple days ago before it came out, and I was already telling them how I feel like the game is doomed to fail from the start. Now, this wasn't always the case. The selling point of Anime Realms was that it was an anime adventures copy. As a copy, its main goal was to get the remaining fanbase of anime adventures that refused to play any other tower defense game. With an AA copy coming to the scene, people would, in theory, immediately flock to it so that they can relive the glory days of anime adventures. Even if they had to completely restart, it's the best thing they had until we received the massive announcement. The announcement that Anime Adventures was coming back was the complete turnaround point for the fate of Anime Realms. Again, as a copy, Anime Realms' selling point is that players are able to play a game they weren't able to anymore. They were fully prepared to take the place of the massive reputation that Anime Adventures had, yet now they're faced with the harsh reality of the game that they were copying coming back. If we're being honest, not one person who's playing this game is playing it because of anything special or new it adds. Like, don't sit there and lie to my face with no remorse that you're still gonna play Anime Realms after Anime Adventures comes back. Let's cut the bullshit. I will not harbor liars on my channel. The entire appeal of the game is that it's something that we've lost. And now that it's back, what incentive is there to play Anime Realms? Now, if Anime Adventures data resets, and I guess players are going to start on a level playing field in both games, then that's probably something. But regardless, there's still some issues. The first being that the anime adventures that Anime Realms simulates is one that's old. Upon release of Anime Realms, we were all greeted to a look that's very similar to Anime Adventures that feels somewhat nostalgic. It's a special feeling being back in a game that you weren't able to play for a while, a game where you've made a lot of memories. But now that the time has passed, you really get to have an unbiased look at what you've actually been missing. Everything just feels outdated. The VFX, the UI, the lobby, compared to every other anime tower defense game that's come out, it all just feels not up to standard anymore. A lot of players, including myself, have come to the realization that the anime adventures that we once knew and loved no longer was what we thought it was. To keep it a stack, it looks like shit. Or at least what we've been given looks like it. To me, and possibly like a lot more people, Anime Adventures was such a good time for me that I actually just don't want to believe that this is actually what it looked like. I know that most of the maps are just replicas that aren't direct copies, but the UI and everything just looks so old compared to recent games that I really can't accept that this is what Anime Adventures used to look like. It's been so long that even I can't actually remember if this is how bad it was, so I basically just refuse to accept it. Next to Anime Vanguards and Anime Reborn, Anime Realms and the old Anime Adventures really just do not look up to standard visually. Also, side note, we're gonna have to start changing these names, bro. I'm tired of having every single tower defense game start with anime. Please, for the love of God, switch it up. But then, as another problem, we have the inevitability of improvement from the actual Anime Adventures side. Throughout the year that the game has been gone, we've been told that they've never stopped working on the game actually. They're also aware of how much the standard has gone up on the Roblox platform. They're looking to meet our expectations by improving upon what we all once knew and deliver us a product that holds up today. And this is basically the nail in the coffin for Anime Realms. Not only is the original game coming back, but it's gonna be better than before. At that point, it's really not a competition. Anime Realms compared to Anime Adventures will look and feel like a cheap game that is comprised of stolen assets to the public eye. And honestly, it's just really unfortunate. I know that the developers worked hard to get this game out because we all missed the original game, but the Anime Adventures return announcement couldn't have been made at a worse time for them. Imagine finally releasing your game after months and months of hard work, only to be kicked in the balls last second. But if we're being optimistic, there's one thing that they can do to save themselves. And that one thing that they could possibly do is maintain individuality. What they have to do, and thoroughly, is cement themselves as a unique tower defense game. They have to prove why people should play the game over the original by distancing themselves from being just an old copy. At the end of the day, they're never going to win the tug of war between anime adventures, so they're going to have to look to play in a different ballpark. That's like putting prime Mike Tyson against the Lucky Charms Leprechaun. We all know what's going to happen. So becoming their own game in whatever way possible is their best chance of retaining their own player base. And it really isn't an option. As it stands, their entire player base is comprised of nostalgic anime adventures fans. Once the original game releases, they're gonna have less players than tongue battles, less than Rukia Feet Hangout. If they don't want to end up that way, then it's time to start innovating. I doubt they'll be able to get something solid out before Anime Adventures comes back, but it really would be interesting if they did. Again, I personally just don't think it's possible, but if they decide to stray away from the Anime Adventures theme, then maybe I'll keep watching the game. That's a lot of work they have to do though. The entire game is literally Anime Adventures, so I wish them good luck with that entire overhaul. Maybe they'll be able to come back, maybe not, who knows, but you know who really needs to come back? You need to come back to my channel. Plant yourself in your chair and watch every video I've ever uploaded every day. You know, I think it's a fair trade at least. You know, I give you entertainment, you give me every single minute of your day by rewatching Peak. It's a great bonding exercise. Think of it that way. So let's get you signed up by hitting that nice, great subscribe button, and I'll send you on your way. Well, you know, actually, believe it or not, I kind of need this video to get to 8 minutes. Yeah, because I want money. So, you know, for the rest of this, like minute 30, let's just like take the time and actually go down the deep rabbit hole that is my luck in anime tower defense games. Because I was not going to mention this, but like, oh my god, bro, I'm losing it. I'm straight losing it, right? So Anime Realms doesn't have a pity, or at least it doesn't show the pity. They've announced that the pity for the standard banner is 400 summons. And I feel like it's 800. I don't know how many gems I've had. I don't know how much I've spent. I don't know how much time I've spent inside of the game grinding for gems. It really hasn't been that much. I'm not gonna lie. I knew from the start that I wasn't gonna play this game that much, but you know, hey man, I want a mythic, you know? Who doesn't like gambling? I want to roll for a mythic, but as of right now, it's just not happening. I have used all the codes. I've done one infinite quest. I've done all the story modes, and I've damn near finished all of my daily quests as well. And guess what? I still have not gotten a mythic. Like at this point, I'm just rambling to ramble. Like, you know why? But like, oh my god, come on, man. Also, let me just give like a few more complaints about Anime Realms. This is stuff that could be easily fixed. Before, I just didn't know that there was an auto sell option. I actually thought the game was missing it, and that was going to be in this video as well, because that pissed me off. But actually, if you look at the settings, it is there. It's just not where it should be, in my opinion. You know, I think I'm pretty used to having anime tower defense games putting it on the banner, or at least like the space where the banner is, so that, you know, you can choose it from there. It just makes it a lot easier, so you don't have to forget about it. I also didn't know that there was like a claim all button for the index rewards. And let me just add real quickly, I just don't like the UI at all for like the inventorying your units. I do think that they should really change that, because, you know, copying some points of Anime Adventures is nice, but at the end of the day, Anime Adventures UI was bad. It's bad. But yeah, I literally like didn't even know that there was a claim all button, because it was damn near hidden at this point. Like, I was actually blending in like a chameleon. But whatever, dude. I'm done rambling. Good luck to Anime Realms. Good luck to everyone who's going to still play this game, because I know you're a liar. Thanks for listening. All links are in my description, and I'll see y'all later.